I am so ready for this fight. I always try to use the statement, I was born ready, but I mean, that's a given. I think you guys have seen that in my past fights, but I am ready now. I have been, I've had time on my side. I have an amazing coach. I've had an amazing camp. I'm healthy. I'm so blessed. I have love and support. I couldn't be more ready for this fight for KnuckleMania on February 5th. To get myself hyped up before the fight, I like to kind of be around people that have like positive, great mindsets. I really don't like to be by myself too much. And when I am by myself, I'm listening to, motivational speech. I'm going back and reflecting. I'm looking at things like pictures of my kids and more trying to find out my why I'm fighting. I'm not here just to fight because it's a paycheck or I want to buy a nicer house that's $7 million. I'm here to actually fight because there's people that I look back on, that have their fights, like I just was meeting with this girl named Giselle and she was fighting cancer. I look back on those moments and reflect on those and be like, wow, they're facing things like fighting cancer that's way bigger than I could ever be fighting with Paige Van Zant on February 5th. So I take that in consideration. It gives me the confidence and the courage to step in that ring. So just reflecting and being around other people that are just as great a fighter as I am. I do sit in the bath, so I get an Epsom salt bath because it helps soak and get any muscle aches. And I do listen to a particular motivational speech. And I kind of will say, I feel like a weirdo because I'll be in the bathtub and I'm just like talking to myself out loud. So I do that, and I have done it pretty consistently, pretty much every fight. So I guess that is a weird ritual I do. This is going to be a legacy fight for me. I think that before my career, I had to prove myself. I think some people think I'm a mediocre boxer, which, you got to look at my box rec and who I fought. I never had a padded record. I never had shortcuts or easy way. I fought whoever, regardless of what name it was. So I'm not looking at this fight as, oh, I'm fighting Paige Van Zant. I'm looking at this fight as I'm going in as a main event against someone who's a well-established female in the combative world with sports and in combat sports in general. And I'm going in there to say that Britain Hart is a main event name and a main event attraction and can go in there and put on a hell of a show and come out victorious and not be like, oh, she almost had it, or I want it to be a statement, and more importantly, I want it to be solidify the mistakes that I've made, the hard road that I've been down, that I've made it. And I want to come out of that ring on February 5th and say that I made it. And that's going to be very important, and that's going to set a legacy to my brand, to my name, to the logo I represent. There's so much more behind me than me and just Britain Hart. The logo, it's a phoenix around a heart, and it's really a message to anyone who's been going through some stuff that they can rise up to. So I've been hashtagging here to rise, and I want that to be my forever motto. When I make it big, because I'm going to make it big, I'm going to be the realest person that you see right here. I'm still going to be out there talking to people, make sure that they're rising too. And that battle to the top is still going to be a battle then, and I'm going to keep it then. I just want to say, before I fight on February 5th in this main event, I want to give a shout out to everybody out there who is fighting their own fight and that believes in me and then sees me for the true diamond in the rough that I am. My coach has said that, so I definitely want to thank him for being my hero, and Kevin Smith Brothers Combat Sports, being my hero through this process, because really they believed in me when I was a nobody and not a main event, and believing in me when I was a nobody, bringing me to the point where I'm a somebody now, and I feel like a somebody. I just want to give the biggest shout out to them and to people that are going through the same things to me. So this one's for you guys. I want to leave that ring and make you guys all proud and say I made it. You can make it too.